What's going on, guys? Shane here. Today we're going to be covering some spinning moves. Not only will I teach the techniques, but also some strategies and setups so that you can add them into your arsenal. Let's take a look. Alright, let's break down these techniques based on range, starting with the closest range shots and then working our way out for long distance. So the first one is going to be a spinning back elbow. On its own, it looks like this. Close range shot, which means we have to be on the inside. Great way to set it up is when our opponent throws a jab. Now the jab is double the length of an elbow, right? Which means we have to get on the inside, and we do that by moving our feet closer to our opponent. So when they throw the jab, I'm not only going to take my head off the center line and slip, but I'm also going to step with my lead foot, getting it a little bit closer, but I also have to bring the rear foot in closer. I'm going to do that as I spin and throw the elbow, like this. Okay? Now when you make contact, you can come back the way you came, or you can continue to follow through and end up in the clinch. So it looks like this. They throw the jab, slip, then you can work your knees, elbows, what have you. Let's work our way out a little bit more for the spinning back fist. Same motion, we're just going to extend our arm now and hit with the back of our hand. So on its own, it looks like this. A lot of power in these shots, and that's the beauty of these spinning moves, is they pack a ton of momentum. So if you land them, it's almost a guaranteed knockout. However, there's obvious risks involved. I'm taking my eyes off my opponent for a split second, and I'm turning my back to them. All right, so there's pros and cons. So how can you set up this spinning back fist? Great way is after they catch your teep, right? Throw a front push kick, and it's very common that they just throw it off to the side, knock you off balance, heavy on your feet so they can land low kicks. What we're gonna do is continue our spin and land the spinning back fist. So we throw the teep, they catch it, they throw it, boom. They'll run right into your back fist. Now a little variation, instead of hitting with the back of your hand, you can go palm down and turn it into a hammer fist. There's less padding on the glove right there, so it's going to do more damage to your opponent, but it's also going to do more damage to your hand. So again, pros and cons, weigh them out. Let's work our way out a little bit more and start using some kicks now. So the third is going to be the wheel kick or the spinning heel kick. Looks like this. Now if you're going to practice this on a heavy bag, you have to be careful not to hyperextend your knee, so always keep a slight bend if you're hitting something like a heavy bag. Now, the great way to set this one up is with a throwaway jab. So what I like doing is throwing a cross, and the throwaway jab is just a flicker jab. It's just a nuisance. It's just to get them to blink and react, but it's actually just a way to start my spin, really. So it's cross, throwaway jab into the wheel kick. So practice it. Again, the jab isn't meant to do damage. It's not even meant to make contact. It's just to get them to blink, to react, to stop them, and to start your spin in your rotation. So once again, it's cross. A little sloppy on that one. Okay, the fourth one now is going to be a tornado kick. So this one is great after you've missed with a roundhouse kick. And you're starting to see that the range on the actual strike that we throw depends on the setup that we use, but it's also the positioning and the distance. If the last thing that I see is my opponent rushing in when I'm here, then I'm not going to throw a long range attack because I'm going to get jammed up, right? But if I throw a shot and I see he's moving in, he's real close to me, the last thing I see, then I'm going to throw something short like a spinning elbow, okay? Let's go to number 4, which is the tornado kick. I throw a round kick. Let's say they pull and they lean back. Well, I know they're still in that same position because they're heavy on their feet, so I'm going to go round kick into the tornado. Okay, so let's break down that kick. I can go to the body, I can go to the head with the round kick. Let's say I miss completely. I put this foot down and I lift the opposite knee up high. It goes out on an angle, and this is what pulls me up in the air in this direction. The same kick that started is the kick that finishes. Okay, so once again, I kick, I jump, and then I throw that final kick at the end. Once again, moving around. Tornado kick. All right, the fifth and final is a back kick. On its own, it looks like this. And the combo that we're going to do to set it up covers a ton of distance, but it's just a jab cross. What we're going to do is throw the jab, but step in on the cross. As we put this foot down, we're going to aim our heel directly at the target. It's a great way of lining your kick up. This is aiming at the target, so now I'm going to spin, look over my shoulder. I'm going to chamber my heel to my butt and just drive my heel directly into the target. Okay? So in full, jab cross, step in, and throw the spinning back kick. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Now remember, if you want to land your spinning shit, it depends on your setup, the position of your opponent, and the range of your attack. Be sure to subscribe to get the fight tips before your opponent does. Until then, I'm Shane with Fight Tips for the Underdogs.